Hello, this is Gareth from Somerset Music, and in this video we're going to be looking at how to play chords. So a chord is a group of notes, any group of notes. It can be 2 notes, 3, 4, 10, any group of notes played together, and we're talking about different notes here. Any group of notes is a chord. So on a ukulele I can play groups of 4 notes because I've got 4 strings, so I can play all of those strings together, and that's a chord. Some chords sound nicer than others. It doesn't matter what group of notes they are. They could sound absolutely horrible, but that's still a chord. So I'm going to be showing you how to play nice sounding chords on your ukulele, and we're going to start with 2 types of chords. These are the most common chords that you will play, and they are called major and minor. A major chord is quite simply a chord that sounds happy, a chord that has a kind of uplifting feeling to it. It's got nothing to do with high or low. It's got nothing to do with where you play it on the instrument. It's simply that to the ear it sounds happy. Minor chords are the opposite. They are sad sounding chords. So when you hear a piece of music that has a sad feel to it, it's usually played with a majority of minor chords. So we're going to start off today by looking at 2 chords. We're going to be looking at the chord of A minor and the chord of F major. So on the Somerset Music website, there is a document called Ukulele Term 1 Chords, and in that document you'll find some diagrams that look like this. Now these are chord charts, and the dots show you where you are to put your fingers. The diagrams are drawn this way round, so if you can look at my ukulele here, you will see that my strings are coming downwards and my frets are going across. And if we look at the first diagram, the diagram of A minor, you will see that the dot is just here. Okay, so compare where I'm pointing with the diagram that's on the 3rd page. I think it's page 3, and it's called Starter Chords. Okay, and you'll see the A minor has got a dot just here. Now I'm not going to play that with this hand because this is my strumming hand. So I'm going to hold my ukulele correctly and keep an eye on where that dot was. So just to show you again, it's just here. So string number 1, 2, 3, 4, and fret number 2. Now these lines going across are called frets, and up till now we haven't really mentioned them. The frets are where you place your finger. Okay, so I'm going to turn my ukulele back to the normal way round, and I'm going to use my left hand. I'm going to come up from underneath like this. I'm going to use my thumb, place my thumb on the back of the ukulele like so. Okay, and then I'm going to use my middle finger, so that's this finger, and I'm going to press down at the same point where that black dot was on the diagram. Okay, so that's here. I'm on string number 4. You can see I'm wobbling it for you, so you can see which string I'm on. And I'm on fret number 1, 2. Okay, so I've slid my finger up to fret number 2. Notice that my finger is between the bars, okay? Like between the fences of these bars, not on it. Okay, so don't sit on the fence. Sit between the fence, okay? And I'm only touching that one string. I'm arching my finger, if you can see down there. I'm arching my finger so that I'm using the fingertip. I'm not using the fleshy part of my finger, because if I do, you can see that the rest of my finger is now touching string number 3, okay? So I get this. You can see string number 3 moving there as I play it. Yeah, and it's not playing because my finger is touching it. It's stopping it from vibrating. So I'm going to use my fingertip. Notice how my finger's coming straight down onto the string. And notice there, you can see how my finger is being kept away from this string. Yeah, I'm not touching it. So that means that this string will ring when I play it. And when I strum all of the strings, you can hear that they all play. And you can see my thumb down there. I'll use my plectrum now. So you can see my plectrum now playing all of those strings. Okay, so really important there. Keep your fingers away from the other strings when you're playing chords, because you want to get that nice sound, that clear sound of all the strings playing. So we've got our finger now on string number 4, fret number 2. Okay, and we're going to strum that chord together. So let's go. Ready? After 4. 1, get your plectrums. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just once. Let's do that again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's play it together on all of the beats. Ready? So we're going to play 1, 2, and we're going to just keep playing. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And stop. So teachers, at this point, if you could just check fingers are in the right place, you will have heard, hopefully, if anyone is making a sound that doesn't sound like the rest of the group, then that means they're doing something wrong. It could be that they got their fingers in the wrong place. It could be tuning. So just double check tuning. Make sure the ukuleles are in tune. If you're not sure how to tune, look back to the earlier video on basics. And just make sure everybody's doing the right thing. Plectrums in the right hand. If you're using a plectrum, you don't have to use a plectrum. If pupils prefer to use their fingers or their thumb, that's fine. So let's do it again. So pause the video, just have a check. Okay, and let's do it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Strum, strum. Keep going. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Okay, so looking back at that diagram of the chords, we've got 2 chords on that first sheet. We've got A minor, but we've also got the chord of F. Okay, now if you look at the chord of F, again, I'm going to turn my ukulele back this way so you can see where those dots are. We've got 1 dot here. Now you'll notice that that dot is the same as the A minor dot. So that finger hasn't actually moved. You're going to keep that finger there. But we've also got another one. I'll just move this out of the way. We've got another one here on string number 2, fret number 1. Okay, so I'm going to put my middle finger back up here on fret 2, string 4. And I'm also going to add my first finger, this one. I'm going to add it here to string number 2. I'm going to just find the best position to show you. There it is. Okay, so I've got my first finger here on string 2, fret 1, and I've got my middle finger up here on string 4, fret 2. So again, teachers, if you could now just pause the video and just check that everybody's got their fingers in the correct place. Okay, so I'm just going to keep my fingers here so you can see where mine are. Okay, and again, what I'm doing with these 2 fingers, I'm just tucking them out of the way. This is bad practice. I don't want to see you doing this. Keep your fingers out the front, okay, like this. Okay, don't tuck them down here. I'm only doing it so that you can see clearly where these 2 fingers are. But actually, it's a bad habit to get into. Keep these fingers out the front where they're useful. They're no good to you down here. You're just making more work for yourself. So bring these fingers out the front, but don't touch the strings with these 2 fingers. Try and keep them out of the way. Not too far. You don't need to drag them right over here. Just keep them just here out of the way, but make sure you are pressing down with these 2 fingers. So this is your F major chord. Okay, so here we go with your plectrums. Again, just 1 strum to begin with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and teachers, if you could listen and just make sure everybody's doing it correctly, try and spot those people that are making mistakes. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Okay, and now let's do that as a continuous beat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Okay, good. So we've got the chord of A minor and we've got the chord of F. So now we're going to play both of those chords one after the other. We're going to start with A minor and we're going to play, we'll play 8 A minors. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to change to the chord of F. Now it's really, really important when we're doing this that we keep our finger close to this string. It's no good playing A minor with this finger over here because you're going to make extra work. You've got to bring that finger all the way back over here. That's no good. Keep your finger close to the string. So when you take it off to play A minor, just lift it slightly out of the way. Look at my finger here. Let's get it close to the camera so you can see. So there's A minor, but this finger is very, very close to the string. And now I'm going to play F. I put it onto the string. I'm pressing down. You can see the finger, the string actually bending into my finger there, or my finger, the flesh bending around the string, I should say. Okay. So there's F, and now I'm going to take it off to A minor. But notice I've barely taken it off. It's just there, but just hovering above the string. Okay, you can just see through there. All right, and then back onto F. All right, so when you take your finger off, don't take it far away. Starting with A minor, so that's one finger, just your middle finger at the top. Get that first finger close by. 8 strums of A minor, 8 strums of F, and we're just going to keep going round and round that a few times. Okay, so here we go. After 4, A minor. After 8, I should say. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't worry if you didn't do it. Do it again. Here we go. A minor. One finger. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget to check my fingers. Let's do it again. Look at the board. See what my fingers are doing. So one finger at the moment, and now first finger on. Notice that my middle finger isn't moving. A minor. Middle finger stays on. Leave that middle finger there. F. 2, 3, 4. One more time round. A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And F. Last time. 5 and stop. Okay, so we've now learnt the chords of A minor and F. So now you need to practice playing those chords, playing them on their own, but also changing between them. That's the most important thing. Can you quickly change from one chord to another? Now with A minor and F, it's quite a simple change. It's just that one finger to move. So it's not that technically challenging. So turn it into some games. See if you can play. We've tried 8 strums. See if you can do 4 strums. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so on. Try 2 strums. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1 strum. So have fun with those chords. Practice them loads. Make sure you're familiar with them. Make sure you can get your fingers straight onto them with no messing about. And we're going to use those chords to learn the song Eleanor Rigby, which is also on the PowerPoint, which is in the Somerset Music website. And we're going to look at that in the next video. I'll see you then.